Right, we're down at Tricycle today, shooting down here. We're with Yzer.
Yzer UKG, born and bred in Bristol, baby. What are you saying?
Where are you from then, Yzer?
Man, I grew up in Yate, innit? I moved there when I was about 5 years old, so I don't remember where I came from. So like Yate was where I was born. I've been hanging around here since. We're talking about 92. About 92 I've been in Bristol.
Okay.
A lot's changed since I've been here, innit? It's like, a lot's changed. This all here.
What?
Carpet.
Yeah.
Madness, brother. So you see all these walkies down all these steps and that. There was none of that when I came here. There was none of that. Literally, it was worse than it was now. It's clean down there.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't even think I'd bring it up, that I just thought about, those toilets down there, right? I swear to God, they're in the same state now as when I first moved here. And I'm 28 years old. You know what I mean? They haven't changed a bit. That's disgusting. You know what I mean? It's like, surely, I mean, they say there's a female attendant on duty. I have never ever seen this female attendant, ever. I've never seen anyone cleaning in there, ever. That's messed up.
So why do you think that is then? Why
it's either something to do with funding or just general no one cares. You know what I mean? I think it's more left open because the Bear Pit now has become like, I don't want to call it a homeless area, but it is. There's loads of homeless people, there's junkies, there's all sorts. There's just hanging around down there drinking, jacking up whatever they got in their benefits, whatever, man. They do nothing. So, it's disgusting.
So you said you're from Yate. Who are you? What do you do? What's your kind of life passion in Bristol?
I'm a music artist, innit? I used to just be a rapper, but now I've got into music production now. So like, I'm a rapper, I'm a grime artist, and I'm an MC, I'm a producer. I also film, I do video edits. I'm a jack of all trades in the music business, really, and I'm trying to get into media as well. I want to make my own film, I write scripts and all that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just Yzer UKG. I'm here in it. I'm here to make music, make art, make films, whatever. I'm just here in it.
Yeah.
And Bristol's where I come from, innit? And I'm real passionate about where I come from because this is where I grew up, innit?
So
to see the state of it.
So what do you think the big issues are in Bristol at the moment then?
Homelessness seems to be the worst one for me. I don't see it any better. If anything, it's got worse. When I first came here, there was 1 or 2 people that you saw quite regularly. Now I see about 60 people every time I come to Bristol. They're all different. I've never seen the same homeless person twice since I've come back. It's mad. I've been here 15 years and I went away for 2 years, came back. It was horrible. Yeah, I went to London for 2 years. When I came back here, madness. And I thought Bristol has changed for the better, but nah, man. You hear all in the media, Bristol's changing good, Bristol that. It's like the media's telling you what you want to hear, innit? It's not getting any better around here. It's fucked. It's fucking crazy.
So when George Ferguson, etc., or the city leaders, when they say that the city's growing, what do they mean when they say the city's growing?
The city's growing for them, innit, to fill their pockets. That's basically what it is. They're moving in the rich people who can afford to pay for these £700 spare rooms or whatever. Then you got people like myself. I mean, I'm making a decent penny off my money, and I'm not too bad. But I had to move to the country just to live well. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're joined by some other people. Do you want to be on the camera as well?
Why is he recording for?
Just for fun, just put it on Facebook, YouTube. Not into it. No,
don't mind, mate.
So what's your name again?
AliKat, man.
AliKat.
AliKat.
How you doing? Raise your hands now. Why don't you buy yourself some time?
Excellent. It's synchronicity down at Tricycle today, always, man. You know what I mean?
Everyone's out here doing their thing, innit? It's all music artists are cool with me, innit?
So you do lyrics mainly, do you?
I do all sorts, man. Production,
do you reckon we can try and do something off the cuff there over that beat?
I can try.
Hip-hop beat?
No, give me something 140 in it. That'd be great. King in the ring, mate, man, them sings the joy, you've got to make your asshole stink. I don't blow jumps on the tits on the covered in spunks, like a master, pull one grabs to the bra. Look, you're gonna spit to rob your phone, get her digits, and then 2 chicks, he's my new chick, so just go back and suck 2 dicks. Cheese, who got the cheese? Doing off to some chipmunk blues. Should have been a guy to Merc off Lucy, not some kid got touched by Brucey, blue quick theory. I'm just taking, I just went Lucy, you should have a soft spot for him. And he sold out on BBC, then he went out on ITV, trying to go hard with his boyfriend Keith, get off the screen and tell that nigga bring that to me.
Yes.
That was hard, man.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna have so much trouble beatboxing next week.
So you do beatboxing through is it a flute?
Flute, saxophone, anything, mate. Anything, mate. Give me a wind instrument.
You haven't got it now, have you?
Sadly, no, mate.
You're Bristol's answer to flute box Lee, yeah.
I kick ass on him, mate.
Jesus, flute box Lee is hard as well, though.
Mate, I beatbox between 190 and 260 beats per minute through a flute.
That's mental, that's crazy shit.
That guy, like, no offence to him, as skilled as he is,
sick,
has
bro.
Nothing on me.
That's sick, I got to see you in action, bro. We need to get booked on one of these talent shows.
When I see me in action, I'll
You need to buy some stuff. Oh, man's brought the iPad out, look. Brave carrying. I wouldn't carry my shit around Bristol. You must be crazy.
Oh mate, I'd like to see them try and rugby, mate. Hello.
Everyone's out of Bristol today, guys.
Yeah.
This is what I like about Bristol, isn't it? I came out to Bristol today, these guys didn't even know me yet, suddenly I've got a crowd around me. That's the best thing about Bristol, everyone loves each other.
This is what we want to do, really. We want to try and make little centres of, like a hub. You know what I mean? For me, my tricycle is like a hub where people I can try and get people together. Because everyone's stuck on Facebook.
Well, that's it. I don't come to Bristol too often, I come down to perform mostly.
Yeah.
And then if an opportunity turns up, I'll come down. But also, if I do any music videos, I come to Bristol. I'm really back in the country, but all my music videos get done here, because this is what I'm about.
Yeah.
This area. A lot of people that do it, a lot of people hang around in the towns of like Stoke Scroft. A lot of people don't realise, man, there's a lot of stuff going on down the docks. You should go down that area. I go down the docks all the time. It's popping down there. It's starting to look nice down there too.
Where do you mean? Where to?
Yeah, like what it says, Great Britain, all that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Down there, literally. You should see the development now. It looks beautiful down there. Yeah, it's all rich people, but it looks beautiful. They need to bring that kind of money down this way and do our area like that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the old school feel, and I like how it still looks like it was when I first turned up here, but it's time to change, man. I'm 28 years old. I want to see some new shit. You know what I mean? No more of this old, outdated crap.
Right, you want to hear some new shit, you got to put up to your ear.
That's odd. That's mad.
I can go even faster than that now. If you come down the back pit tonight,
I won't be here tonight, bro. I'm busy tonight.
fuck you do.
No, man's a producer, innit? Man's on the move all the time, bro. Man don't sit in the same spot too long.
So, Yzer, if you had a message to speak to Bristolians about the current issues and that's going on in the city at the moment, what would it be?
A lot of people in Bristol claim they're from the streets, but if you're from the streets, why aren't you doing something about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm from the streets, and I come down every week and I try and help out the homeless. I always chuck my spare change. There's this company, something on the street, something to do like the Bristol homelessness, and I go help them quite a lot. You know, I go down, I'll drop off food, I'll give them donations, whatever. Anything you can do to help out your local area, whether it be homelessness or this is another thing actually. I think when I bring this up, 'cause this is quite dark. There's two buildings up there that make me sick. There's two massage parlours up there. They are fucking brothels, bro. Don't be so stupid. If anyone actually believes that they are legal or anything like that, you are dumb. The stuff that goes on in there is disgusting.
Technically, they are legal.
They're not legal, bro.
No,
There's not one person. There's multiple girls in there. It's still
I
legal.
know, but hear me out. This is how they've made it legal. Because you go and you pay for a massage, but anything else that happens past that massage is between two consenting adults.
That's nonsense, bro.
Right, yeah, no, it's bollocks, because it is still a brothel and it is still wrong. And the homeless issue here is fucked, man.
The homeless issue hasn't got any better. I've been here since I was 5 years old, so I'm 28 now.
It's got worse.
I've been homeless in Bristol for
I was, yeah, I was
almost
6
a
months
year
old.
now. I lived in the Corsi house up by there.
Is it?
And fuck.
Is that the
there was
old what's his name?
probation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And there was stabbings every day. There was attempted
Yeah.
rape, attempted
See,
murder,
this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying.
suicide. One guy tried to fucking stab me twice.
This
I
is
ended
what
up
I'm
having
saying.
to fucking do him in.
This is what I'm saying
I'm not
about
even
Bristol.
fighting,
Bro.
but
There's a lot of a darker side to Bristol, though. A lot of people realise. A lot of people
Yeah.
just try and like dust under saying, "Oh yeah, it's kind of rough." No, bro, this guy just said it straight out.
So you said you've been homeless in Bristol. What's it like to be homeless in Bristol?
Mate, it's
Shit,
you
isn't
get
it,
a few amazing people who do, right, and they're fucking beautiful. But the majority of you, whoever may fucking hear this, fucking open your eyes, get your shit out, get your fucking head out of your technology, take your headphones off and observe the world around you. Because you don't see how much pain is actually going on, 'cause you're in your own little fucking bubble. Right, and the amount of us, you think we're scum. You think we're out to get you. I'm one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Whatever I've got, I will share with you. If you're fucking hungry and I've got food, it's yours. If you need to fucking get home to see your family, you've got money, you've got no money, I will share what I have with you. I have nothing myself, which is why I fucking get it. Right? Stop treating us like we're fucking fodder.
Trust me, well, back in the day, when I was about 16, 17, I was homeless on the streets for 16 months. Spent a lot of my time walking around, you know what I mean? A lot of people just ignored me. You know what I mean? I was a young kid on the streets, you know what I mean? Never said a word. I was ignored. There's people out here now. I see women with dogs and all sorts, like young women, and you just walk past them and you ignore them. What the fuck is wrong with this? You claim you love Bristol. Why are you doing it about Bristol?
So
Imagine what it's like being on the streets as a journey. Right? I get fucking abused by people. I've been homeless 10 years.
Jesus
Right?
Christ.
I've been in Bristol for this last part of that. And in fact, the beauty of Bristol is beautiful. It's dark, it's
Lovely
fucking
place, yeah.
dark. You know, it's got that balance, which is part of the reason why I fucking love it. But it's fucking hard, and it's the amount of people that really, really don't give a fuck. And I don't expect you to give me money. I don't expect you to give me food. I don't expect you to give me shelter. But some fucking common courtesy for the fact that I'm a fellow human being. Right, I'm there and I sit there and I go, how are you doing, guys? You having a good night? I never ask for fucking money, ever.
Some people are doing it, You see that? That's just mutual respect, man. Just walk past them and gave it a smudge.
Do you know them? Do you know them?
I don't know that.
No.
That's when I run.
Oh right, okay, yeah, right, okay.
But that's what I'm saying, that's love though, isn't it? Man just walks past. Well, that's what it should be about around here. It shouldn't be about beef, it shouldn't be about fighting and dumb stuff.
Yeah.
No, we're a city, we're a community, innit? We're meant to be a community together.
Yeah.
Not just a bunch of retrobates, innit?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, don't speak for us all.
Well, however you want to take
I'm
it.
a fucking rat, mate. I'm proud of it because I go against the fucking grain. Because if this is normal,
So
I don't want no
out of it, yeah. So why do you, like you say, go against the grain? Why is that? Why do you feel?
What is that? Because normality is the fucking cause of all these fucking problems. Because it's the normal thing to do.
Yeah,
when you
real,
see someone on the streets, right, there's this thing called dissolution of responsibility. Okay? Which is where one person assumes the next person's going to do something about it. But the problem is the next person also assumes the same thing about the next person. And it goes on and on and on, and then nobody ends up doing anything. The amount of times there's been fucking fights down here and people could have died. And what do people do? They walk past. Not one people raises a finger. Nobody says a fucking word.
I've seen people getting their heads kicked in and seen police officers walking away because they want no part of it because they're too scared to do anything. If you walk through St Pauls now, right, if you're into your whole like the drug system or that, right, I guarantee if you want to go and get your drugs from St Pauls, go and get them. You won't get arrested because the police are too scared to do shit to you. It's fucked up.
To be fair, I have a lot of respect for some of the coppers in this city because I admit I do take my fair share of drugs. I don't bang up. Fuck that. I have control of my life. But I'm a recreational drug user, and the coppers don't give a fuck. They leave me to it. That I'm grateful for. But when they come round and start trying to kick me out of the tunnels when I'm there busking. Right? I'm not doing anything illegal, I'm not harming anybody. If anything, I bring a smile to people's face every fucking day when they need it.
Well, it's interesting because I heard about you before I met you.
Exactly.
I don't remember a few weeks ago, wasn't it? And someone said to me, have you checked out that the lad who's doing the, what's it called?
Flute boxing.
You call it flute boxing?
Flute boxing.
So I heard about that going on in Broadmead, and then I met you, and it was like the synchronicity of the universe. You come, you know.
Yeah.
So
this is the thing, like anybody who actually knows me knows what a fucking nice, cool person I actually am. But when you like I said, the fucking headphones and technology, when you're encapsulated in that, I'm just a piece of scum on the side of the street. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Well, no, that's a lie.
What sort of world are we trying to? What sort of Bristol do we want to live in?
I want to create a Bristol where people have a reason to fucking smile.
I like that. Man. Everyone needs a reason to smile, innit? If you're not smiling, you're not living.
And I'm not into this whole like country pride, city pride sort of thing. Like, I'm proud to be English.
Yeah.
But come on, have some fucking pride in like your fucking surroundings.
I'm proud to be from England. I'm proud to be from Bristol, but I'm not proud of the people that run my city, that run my country.
What makes you say that then, Yzer?
I see so much bullshit going on. It's like, what was it the other day? Police car ran down a little girl. That's messed up. Come on now. And those people are probably going to walk away like freeze. They're like, oh, it's an accident, don't worry about it. That's basically attempted murder. Have you look at it? If I hit that little girl, I'll be in jail now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be crying my little sobs in a little cell. You know what I mean? They're probably walking the streets now, walking about like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Then mine have got to keep an eye on some crackheads. It's nonsense.
No, but you don't keep an eye on the crackheads, though, do they?
I don't even notice that.
Right, their fucking eyes out for the rich folk up in fucking Clifton and shit like that. When the fucking poor areas of the city, the police presence is only ever there to fucking crack down on the poor who've got nothing left. Do you know what I mean? And they keep taking more and more and more.
It's true though. I completely agree.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times have you heard of stoned and disorderly, right? But the coppers come down here and have a go at us, right? Because we've got nothing left. We have nothing left, right? And the only thing that makes it feel a little bit better is a sense of community when we're passing around a bit.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. That's one thing that makes it better. But no. It's alright for these fucking like government officials to be fucking raping and pillaging, essentially. I mean, you know most of them are fucking paedophiles. Come on.
I'm not even commenting on that.
Oh, then you're not going to comment because you know it's fucking true.
I'm not getting myself in that. I was dropping.
I was fucking looking at this thing this morning. There's this guy producing children sex dolls, right? And he's going on about how there's famous people and fucking government officials who are buying them so they don't go out and fiddle with little kids. Oh, come on!
What are you watching?
These are the hands that we're putting all of our welfare as a fucking country into.
So talking about welfare then quickly, so basically in Bristol they're making massive cuts to frontline services and
Doesn't
stuff, yeah?
affect me. They sanctioned me for 2 years. I've had no money from the government.
But my question is as they're shutting down public toilets, what we were talking about earlier, Yzer, for example, yeah? Whilst they cut like disabled centres and stuff like that, the same people in the council, I worked out that just 27 managers at Bristol City Council earn nearly £2.4 million a year between them, whilst they cut our frontline services. What have you got to say about that, anything?
Well, at the end of the day, guys, right? If you want to close our toilets, don't complain when we defecate in the streets, right? Well. If you want to close down our disabled services, don't bitch and moan about the fact that there's wheelchairs and people wobbling about, mental issues roaming around with not knowing what else to fucking do. If you're going to fucking cut our fucking hospitals, don't complain when you've got sick people and dying people on the fucking streets in protest, right? People that's barely able to fucking stand, but they're still willing to stand up for something. If you want to fucking keep cutting away from us, it's going to get to a point where we're going to start cutting back. The only honest person that's ever been in Parliament has been fucking Guy Fawkes.
Yzer?
Why is that? Because at least he honestly wanted to fucking fix the problems.
That's it. When it comes down to cuts, the thing that got me the other day, respect, man. It's safe taking part in it. Respect, take care of yourself, man. But yeah, when it comes down to like cuts and stuff like that, I mean, there was this massive media campaign I noticed a little while back, and they're all saying how they're busting into Easton and St Pauls, they're taking all the drugs off the street. I went to Easton that same day, and I got offered crack by 3 different people. You're telling me that, and you're cutting funding for this sort of thing, you're obviously talking bollocks. You know, I mean, so you're cutting funding to it, you're not doing these raids, are you? And how am I getting offered crack? I went even down, but I didn't even know you could get crack around here. I walked into Easton, 3 different people offered that shit, the same day of the raids. Bullshit. Closing the toilets. Firstly, that one down there needs to be ripped out and started.
Yeah, you said. I mean, you lived in Bristol all your life, but you said 20 years. It's always been the same.
It's
and
disgusting. It always smelled the same. That smell has not changed in 20 odd years.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone clean it either.
Exactly.
That happened.
I've never seen the attendance. Never seen no attendance.
Yeah.
So female attendant on duty. When? I've never seen it.
Yeah. Have you got any more lyrics for us?
Not particularly off the back. I could spit these up ones I got.
Yeah.
That I wrote down, but I don't know off the back of my head, so I have to read the phone on this one. Yeah. Alright, these are pretty new bars. I wrote them a couple of days ago, so you're going to have to bear with me on this one, alright? You ready?
Yeah.
Right. Off from a great city where the big wigs act shitty, St Pauls to Redcliffe, young kids get gritty. Bored with nothing to do, gassing about the latest shoes, gassing on some sticky boob while chatting about dicks and boobs. The education system continues to fail. Either you're on the road or you're sitting in jail. You're either selling weed, robbing fiends, or begging on your knees like the girls on the square in the scaggy clothes they wear because employers just don't care. There's homeless women in the bear pit. All they do is just sit and drink and jack up their benefits because the government just won't help, no matter the reviews on Scalp. I've got stories to tell. There was a young girl called Bex. Her mum kicked her out vexed. Ever since then she met Ben and now he's rotting in the pen. And she has no home and she has no cash. Now she's on the square selling her ass. Bless.
Good stuff. Do you want a cuppa? Got a cup of tea? You sure? You got, yeah. So I've got a few more questions if that's alright. Yzer, yeah?
Yeah, you hit me.
Let's just put that back on there. Right, so I'm asking all the kind of people I'm interviewing at the moment about gentrification. Now it's kind of like a debatable topic, what it is, etc.
I don't know much about it.
So gentrification.
How they're trying to take away what made the fucking area we grew up in.
What's that? So what's your name, friend?
Connor.
Connor, yeah. What does gentrification mean to you, Connor?
Gentrification, well, they're just basically trying to take away what made St Pauls popular in the first place, which is the culture.
St Paul's Carnival, for example.
St Paul's Carnival. I grew up in St Paul's throughout the 80s and the 90s. And now they're just trying to make it a nice, yuppie place. Yeah, there's beautiful buildings.
Full of students and shit.
But it's full of students.
Yeah.
The house I lived in that you couldn't get no one wanted to live in when I was a kid, is now £750 a month for that flat, which I can't afford to live in.
Yeah.
Figure.
How long have you lived in Bristol for, Connor?
30 years.
30 years.
Bless, man.
Bless.
This is what I was saying about Bristol, innit? People like that will just come up and talk to you about shit like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's going on there, basically just taking away what's going on from St Paul's. That was what gentrification is basically about. I completely agree. Trying to shut down St Paul's Carnival. Alright, yeah, there was a lot of violence, granted. I completely understand the whole violence thing. I mean, there was St Paul's Carnival one year, I came down here and I saw a man run out of a pub with a blade in his head. You know what I mean? That is pretty fucked up. At the same time, St Paul's Carnival wasn't about that. Just because the actors are some idiots who are going to come down here and cause trouble, who are going to take away the biggest part of our community. St Paul's Carnival brought hundreds, if not thousands of people together for the same reason. Because everyone loves music. I mean, there's artists, I mean, look at Bugsy, you know Bugsy from this area, one of the sickest artists you'll see in Bristol. And yet he can literally shut down the entire city in one movement, and you're trying to stop that. You're trying to stop guys like me going on into a stage. There's 4 different stages, and it's basically all Bristol artists performing in different areas at different times, different styles of music, and you're trying to stop that. Why are you trying to stop Bristol artists being heard? I mean, there's a lot of people saying, oh, we're not getting heard by the big radio station. Why isn't Bristol getting a big music thing? Because the people at the top around here are trying to stop us having that music.
Yeah.
Trying to stop us being that big. It's not happening.
What does St Paul's Carnival mean to you then? What's it about?
The fundraising for St Paul's Carnival, isn't it? The grassroots thing they did, the African thing. And that to me meant a lot because I never got to perform at St Paul's Carnival before they shut it down. I always wanted to do St Paul's Carnival. And now, I'm just kind of like, well, I can even I'm trying to help with other fundraising events. I'm going to hold an event in the summer, which I'm going to try and I'm going to put together a bunch of money in charity. Which is going to be try and fund St Paul's Carnival. It's going to be like a 50-50 thing. I'll take some money away to the charity I want to do, and a charity for St Paul's as well.
So what do you do music-wise then? I mean, I've seen your name pop up online a little bit around the spoken word things, poetry,
yeah, so I recently did Word Life for a guy called Crazy on Bristol up on the Snow Bar up there. I'm mainly hip-hop and grime. I run a label which is called The Truth Records, which is going to be basically all about telling the truth and telling things the media don't want you to know, and like situations like me and Paul here are talking about now, things like that. It's all going to be based on the truth. I also have a production company where I'm trying to put out mini films. I'm trying to do my own videos, and I'm Yzer UKG. I'm a solo artist as well, and so I'm just doing music. I'm doing all sorts.
So why do you do what you do then? Why do you?
I just love it. I started doing music back in I'd probably say about 2005 or something. And I used to hang out with this guy called Shifter, or my mate Dave. If he's watching, Eminem Dave, you guys you'll know who Eminem Dave is. Well, I used to hang around with him in it, and we started up a little label called So Deep Records for about a year. We put out some tracks, we never actually did anything with it, we never chased it with the put on CDs and selling, which would have been the idea. But we just kind of abandoned, we did our mixtape and left it at that. So I've always been around the music business, and then the first video I ever did, that was going back some time now. I used to be a wrestler, innit? So I did a video.
You used to be a what?
I used to be a wrestler for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, independent wrestler for a little while.
Do you know what? One of my kind of I don't tell people it very often, but I've always been a fan of wrestling actually.
I'm wrestling, bro.
Not so much the WWE Hulk Hogan, but I used to be into ECW and that sort of thing. I used to be well into it. There was a couple of things happening in Filton actually.
Chaos Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, that's it, brilliant.
Pro Wrestling Chaos. I used to work with a company that before Pro Wrestling Chaos was born, which I think was created by a guy called Dave Mercy, if I'm right. And if it is him, he trained me back in the day, innit? And I used to work with a combat sports federation run by Stuart and that. And just like literally, when I was running around with them, it was the whole hip hop gimmick thing as well.
Yeah. So what sort of wrestler were you like?
I was a bit high flying, but I was basically as I am now. I was just a bad guy. I used to go running my mouth, jump off the top, I'd hit people with stuff. I was just the running their mouth little dickhead basically.
What I realised, Yzer, is when I was growing up, the real reason, and I've realised it now. The real reason why I love wrestling so much was it was like you can make something from nothing, like just like a sports hall. You make it into an event, you make a thing happen, and that's what I'm all about these days. I think you're similar, huh? You like making things, make a show.
Making stuff happen.
Yeah, make stuff happen.
That's it. When I started making these little videos for wrestling for a little while, that was a lot of fun. But then I moved on to bigger things. I went off to wrestling. So I went on to music after that, and ever since then it's all about making my own music, making my own videos. I've got a little cheap camera. Running around with that, you know what I mean? Looking to do bigger projects and looking to get a better camera as well, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So, kind of to summarise a little bit, what's the kind of good things you love about Bristol, and what's the bad things that you really hate?
The good things I like about Bristol, right? When it comes down to the art in this city, I challenge any city to come down here and try and best us, because you can't. When it comes down to street graffiti, we own. There's no city. I'll challenge anyone in the world, even England, anywhere in the world, our graffiti will match yours day in, day out. I don't care if you're from the Spanish and you've got all that Spanish art down in Mexico and stuff, we'll smash that all day long. It's like, all your art and your cars and that, we could do that too. If we were given the opportunity to put that stuff in our cars, we'd have it too, trust me. But we'd get arrested. You guys are allowed to drive around with that sort of stuff. If we had like a big spinner and a load of paint job, that car would be scrapped like that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Another thing, My favourite area I mentioned earlier, the docks. I love visiting the docks. I'm going to go there in a minute. But I love going down, visiting the docks. I take my camera down there, doing a bit of filming, running around. And generally it's just a nice place to chill out, you know what I mean? And the attitude down there in Bristol, in towards the docks area in Bristol, is completely different to the city vibe. The city vibe there, everyone's quite hustle bustle, kind of ignore each other when you talk. You head down that way, people will actually stop and talk to you. Oh, hello, what are you doing around here? Get down to SS Great Britain. You wonder how many people will stop and talk to you just to say hello. It's a completely different vibe, but that's why I like it down there. It's beautiful.
So, bad things about Bristol? Things that
Bad things, people at the top. Just people at the top. Police around here are quite crappy.
So what do you mean when people at the top? What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know the official names and all these kind of, but I just know that the stuff that should be happening in this town isn't happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to run for mayor yourself, aren't you? You know, so you want to make some changes. I fully respect that. So it's about time someone from I mean, it's a ground. I'm with you in it. A ground roots movement. So.
What I'm interested in, Yzer, is giving voice to people, because I felt very, like, for a long time, like yourself, like everyone's got like a story to tell,
yeah, man,
but
definitely.
It's kind of hidden underneath all the bullshit and all the glam and all the shiny buildings and everything else. Actually, the real interesting stories are here, mate. Are here on the street, you know.
On the street, literally, that girl I mentioned in my rap just now, that girl called Bex, she got kicked out because her mum was really vexed. She's dead now. You know what I mean? Just like, she was on the streets selling herself, but she died. She got stabbed up. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people know that story because it won't come in no media, but I know about it. You know what I mean? There's a few people that do. You ask around about they got stabbed up in St Pauls. Ask about Becky, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
A lot of people know about that thing. It's fucked up.
Yzer, it's really nice to meet you, friend.
Hey, thank you, Paul.
Yeah,
thank
cheers,
you very
man.
much. It's great to meet you, man.
Safe.
Good luck
Bye.
for your mayor run.
Yeah, safe. Right.
Yes.